Following up on the promises that you make to yourself is so important. It's the little habits that stack up over time that are really going to make a difference. Since it's fall and doing everything pumpkin spice, I'm going to be making a high protein pumpkin spice latte. Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. My name's Emily if you're new here, and I thought it would be fun to take you through a day in my life doing a fall reset. Today is the last day of September, which means tomorrow is the first day of October, and October is my favorite month of the year. We're just getting into the fall season, the leaves are changing, the weather's getting a little colder, and I am just so looking forward to a cozy, happy fall season. If you've been watching me over on my Instagram, you would know that this fall I have made a challenge to myself to lose 20 pounds before the end of 2025. And one thing that I've realized while on my weight loss journey is that your mindset is so important. Your mindset will either make or break your fitness goals. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, is all things mindset related to health and fitness and how that is going to impact your health and fitness journey. Last night I got such a good night of sleep. My sleep score was 92 and I slept for 7 hours and 34 minutes. So that's a little shorter than I would have liked, but that's okay. I did get in bed a little later than I had hoped, but a good night's sleep is so important for your health and wellness journey. It helps with your appetite and cravings and helps your body recover from your workouts. It also helps in strengthening your immune system. So getting a good night's sleep is really the foundation to everything else I'm going to be talking about today. So that's why it's so important to make sure you're getting at least 7 to 9 hours of good quality sleep per night. I love to ice roll first thing in the morning too. I'm not sure if it has any scientific benefits to health and wellness, but it definitely helps me wake up and feel more awake in the morning. First thing in the morning, I also like to take my vitamins. Currently, I'm taking a 100% complete women's multivitamin by Jameson. I also take an omega-3 vitamin every morning. And this just kind of reminds me that it's the little habits that stack up over time that are really going to make a difference, like taking my vitamins. Taking your vitamins one day might not change a lot, but taking them consistently over a long period of time, those little things really do add up and they will make a difference in your life. I like to sit down at my desk every single morning and work for 45 minutes to an hour on something that I personally want to work on, whether that's my social media or journaling or coming up with my to-do list for the day. This just really makes me feel like I've gotten a head start on the day and that I have already done something for myself. If you didn't know, I have a 9-to-5 job. I work from home. It's fully remote. It's great. And I also have a really busy lifestyle that I'm trying to keep up with. So for me, I'm not waiting for the motivation to do these things because I know that I won't get around to it. It's about coming up with a system so that I can consistently stick with the things that I have promised to myself. So setting aside 45 minutes to an hour every morning really does get me in the right headspace before I log on to work in the morning. With Leo, and now I'm gonna log on for work and get some work done. I've been working for a couple of hours now and I decided that it's time to take a break. I haven't had an iced coffee yet this morning, so I decided that now would be the perfect time to make one, and I'm going to be making a high protein pumpkin spice latte with my secret ingredient, which is the PE Select pumpkin pie protein powder. This stuff is so good. I wasn't sure when I bought it if it was actually going to taste like pumpkin. It is so delicious. I opened it up when it first came in the mail and I was so surprised at how much this smells like pumpkin. It literally smells like pumpkin pie. It is so good. For the past few months, I've been using protein powder to sweeten my coffee instead of the sugar-free vanilla or sugar-free syrups, and it has made a world of a difference. I find around 3 p.m. when I used to have that caffeine crash, that doesn't happen anymore. Now I find when I drink regular coffee without the protein powder, I get a little jittery. So I think it helps with my blood sugar levels maybe. Not quite sure, gonna have to look into that further, but it definitely makes such a big difference. If you're looking for a high protein pumpkin spice latte this fall, I highly recommend the PE Science Select Pumpkin Pie Protein Powder because it really does turn this into a pumpkin spice latte. While I'm here in the kitchen, I thought it would also be a good idea to prep my Ninja Creami for tonight. Today I'm going to be making a new recipe. It's going to be a pumpkin spice ice cream. So since it's fall, I'm doing everything pumpkin spice. I know that's very basic of me, but you know what? I love pumpkin spice and I love to get into the fall mood. So let's make a pumpkin spice Ninja Creami. Now that the milk and the protein have been mixed, I'm going to throw this into the freezer for probably 8-ish hours. I'm not going to put the lid on because if you put the lid on, it'll freeze with a bump on it, and we don't want that. We want it to be flat as possible for our Ninja Creami blade. I'm going to put this in the freezer and we'll check on it in 8 hours when it's completely frozen. Okay, I'm just about to head downstairs to go to the gym now. Today I'm going to be doing an arm workout, and before I head downstairs, I thought I would quickly show you what I'm wearing and also talk about how working out has really helped my mental health over the past few years. So today I'm just wearing a Lululemon tank top and some Wonder Train pants. Just a simple basic workout. I really don't have a ton of workout gear yet, so just kind of bounce back and forth between 3 or 4 outfits throughout the week, but they're what I like, they're what I'm comfortable in, and I have enough that I can throw them in the laundry. But what I really want to talk about is how working out has impacted my mental health. During my master's degree, I was really struggling with my mental health. Nothing was going my way, and I felt like nothing was going to get better. This was also during COVID times, so I feel like a lot of people were struggling, and it just felt like it was never going to get better. And working out is really what helped me come back to myself and feel like a normal person again. I've said this story before, but I started going to hot yoga when a friend invited me, and then I just kept going after that, and that's how I got back into moving my body and weight training, and that's what really gave me the courage to stand up for myself and advocate for myself when I really needed it the most. And working out can really make a huge difference. I find following up on the promises that you make to yourself is so important, and I've spoken about this before, but if you stick to the promises that you make yourself, it really does increase your confidence over the long term. So doing something as small as promising myself that I'm going to do an arm workout today and then following through on that promise is what makes me feel happy, it's what makes me feel motivated in life, and it's what allows me to do the other things and strive towards other goals. Because if I can go to the gym and lift a few heavy things for an hour and push myself outside of my comfort zone, then I can push myself outside of my comfort zone in other areas of my life as well. So working out has been so important to my mental health. If I skip a day, I really notice that my anxiety does get a little bit worse. Really important that I make sure that I'm sticking to my workout routines as well as my rest days, and I'm going to the gym when I need it. So I'm really excited for today's workout. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a good one, and it's also an hour that I just set aside time for myself to just be by myself and listen to some music or watch a YouTube video that I want to watch and just get a workout in. Just turn off my brain and do something active. So I'm excited to go get my workout in, and I will see you at the gym. Just got back from the gym and I'm feeling a little weak today, but it was still a good workout. I think I'm feeling weak because I didn't go to the gym last week, and I think I'm just not used to the movements anymore. So I think it's going to take a few days to get back into it, but I'm really excited to be going consistently again and to get back into the routine of lifting weights and going to the gym. I think tomorrow though I might sign up for a hot fitness class. Since I got my new tattoo, I haven't been going to any hot fitness classes. This is the tattoo in question. So I think I'm going to sign up for one of those tomorrow. I might be getting a touch-up on a few spots on my tattoo when I go home in October. So I just want to make sure I can get some hot fitness classes in before I can't sweat for a little while again. So I'm going to see what's on the schedule for tomorrow and sign up for something. Just got out of the shower after my workout and I am feeling fresh and new and ready for the afternoon, and I am so excited. For lunch today, I'm going to be having a factor meal. I find that factor meals just make it so much easier to stick with my healthy eating. They're also really easy to track because they have all of the calories and everything written on the bottom. So you can see this one right here is 480 calories. It's harissa chicken. I don't know if I've had this one before, but they're always pretty good and they're super easy to grab while I'm working. So I think I'm gonna have this factor meal for lunch. Yum, this looks so good. I'm about to jump on a call, so I'm gonna eat this quickly and then we'll take Leo for a walk in a couple hours. It's 4:30 and it's been a little quiet at work this afternoon, so I've just been trying to catch up on things around the house. I did our laundry, I cleaned the kitchen, I put the dishes away, I took out some of the garbages, I cleaned the litter box, and it has been a very productive afternoon. Happy with where I'm sitting right now. I find that just keeping my space clean and tidy makes my mental health feel so much better. I feel like I wake up in the morning and I don't have to struggle with the friction of trying to clean things before I can do things. So I like to try to clean my place every night before I go to bed. Not always successful. I'd say most days I don't have the place perfectly clean, but at the end of the day, who really does have their place clean perfectly every night? Nobody, right? So it's been really nice. I find just having a clean space helps me have a clear head. It helps me focus on the things that I want to focus on. It helps me work on the things that I want to work on throughout the day. So just as important as it is to be going to the gym and eating healthy and getting enough sleep for your mental health, I think that also having a clean space and having your laundry done and all of that, I think having a clean space can also contribute just as much as those other factors in achieving your health and your fitness goals. I'm officially finished work for the day and now I'm going to take Leo for a walk. Taking Leo for a walk at the end of the day really helps me with my mental health because it helps me separate working from my home life. Working from home makes it really hard to separate the two, but I find if I get out in the morning before I start work, he's wanting to go outside. I find if I start my day by going out for a walk before work and end my day by going for a walk after, it really does help me kind of separate and then just relax after work. You're excited to go outside, aren't you, buddy? You excited to go outside, buddy? Are we gonna go for a walk? Yeah? You're so cute. Back to my walk with Leo. It is currently 7 p.m. right now, so I don't want to eat too close to bedtime, so instead of making a meal, I'm just going to have another factor meal. I do get 7 of these a week, so that's one for each day of the week, or I can have them all for lunch and then have a few extra for dinner if I feel like I need it. So that's what I'm gonna have tonight. This one is pasta with turkey and broccoli. So while my factor meal is cooking, I just wanted to talk to you guys about calorie tracking. So in order to stay on track with the weight that I want to lose, I have been tracking my calories consistently over the past 2 weeks, and I find that that just helps me to know if I'm on track. And also, I didn't realize how much food I was actually eating until I started tracking my calories. So to me, this is a tool that I want to use to help me learn my different macros, to help me learn how many calories I should be eating a day and how much food I should be eating a day, as well as portion size. And so far, it has been really helpful. I'm currently using MacroFactor to track all of my calories. I know I've stated in previous videos that I don't like using Weight Watchers and I don't like using MyFitnessPal. I do have a video comparing both of those two if you want to go watch it, but I don't like using them. So I tried using this new app called MacroFactor, and so far it's been really great. It's super easy to track your food. It's science-backed, which I really love as somebody who has a science background, and it's just been really easy and really helpful. I haven't seen any weight loss yet, but I'm hoping that I will see that soon. Sticking with the promises that I've made to myself to track my calories has been really helpful towards my mental health, because I know that I'm keeping the promises that I've made to myself to eating healthy, staying within my calorie calorie budget and just overall tracking the foods that I'm eating so that I know what I'm putting into my body. Now that dinner's ready, let's go eat. It's around 9 o'clock now and I'm going to start winding down for bed. Winding down for bed roughly an hour before I actually want to go to sleep has made such a world of difference when it comes to falling asleep at night. I find that I used to just scroll on my phone until I completely passed out, but I wasn't getting a very good sleep when I did that. So ever since I started implementing my hour-long wind-down routine and reading before bed, my sleep has been so much better. And sleep is so important to your mental health, and if you don't have your mental health and the right mindset, nothing else is going to be in place. So making sure that you have the right mindset when you're going into a new health and fitness routine is so important. I'm gonna do my skincare and then I'll crawl into bed with my favorite book. Now that the skincare is done, let's go crawl into bed with my book. Leo. And that brings me to the end of my fall reset. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you're trying to reset this fall, remember that mindset is more important than perfection. These little daily actions add up over time, and it's not about restarting every single day. It's about building on what you've already done. If you like this video, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!